Hi, this is Grisha from Figma Plugin, a plugin for exporting HTML email templates for Figma. This is the next episode of series where I'm trying to build some interesting visuals in Figma and export this as HTML email template. And in this video, we're going to try to create this interesting email with flight, and we're going to recreate this section, the interesting section, because it has two columns and some content in between, and this line. So I'm going to show today how to build this in Figma, how to export this HTML email template, and we're going to test it in real inboxes. So let's go to the Figma. Okay, this is our final result, and I have prepared all the content. And so let's try to create this design in Figma with auto layout. This is some lines with text. Each line has two columns, and we're going to build it from top to bottom. So let's first select two text items and select create a container with white background and create a container with gray background. So first let's try to select these two text objects, then wrap into the new auto layout frame to make it align horizontally. And do not forget to add this logo. First, let's start with the logo and text. Select both of them, click use auto layout. Now Figma wraps into horizontal auto layout. And we can update gap between this. And to create a horizontal column, select these two items, click on this auto layout icon, and Figma wraps the content into a new auto layout frame. But in this case, Figma adds a gap auto. It means when you resize these two things, Figma will place it in opposite sides of the horizontal frame. So let's align it vertical horizontally using this alignment section. Let's call it row. The next step is to put this into our container, then apply auto layout to this container, then remove some spacing and put it inside our gray container, and do the same. Apply auto layout and set some spacing. So let's try to view it in the marker plugin and see how it works. So as you can see, Figma, the marker plugin reads all the auto layout settings and recreate this behavior with placing content on different sides. And it works perfectly on mobile. Okay, the next step is to create a second row with these two text items. I'm going to do the same thing. Select, wrap in auto layout, set vertical align center, and gap auto. And the next step is to, let's call it row, and put inside the white background container. And apply fill container. To change spacing between these rows, you can use gap settings. Okay, let's move to this section. This section has 3 columns. So let's do the same, select all of them, click Out Layout, but in this case, let's set gap to 0, and middle section set fill container, and sides sections set hug content. And now these places on the center, this on different sides. Let's align the content vertically on center and add this to our white background section. I'm using Command C, Command V, and set fill container. So let's see how it works. So as you can see that it stays on center and it stays on the sides. And the important thing for this construction, so I changed spaces. So let's try preview one more time. And now if you preview, as we can see that it might goes on different lines. In some cases it's okay, but in our case we want to be placed on the line, on the one line. This is why I'm using a special symbol. It's a special type of the space which not allows the lines go on different lines. So I have changed it here, and now let's try to preview one more time. And now it stays on the same width. We can add also this type of space for the middle part. So let's do it. Okay, the next thing is to these two things and line between them. So let's wrap into new horizontal outline container, remove gap, and to create this line between them, I'm going to use a frame with a 1 pixel height, fill container width, and some stroke color. And this frame has 1 pixel height and has only bottom stroke. You can set up it in the stroke section on the right sidebar here. We also can adjust a gap as we want. So let's set it to 4 and add it to our section. Set, as always, set fill container. And the last one. So let's try to preview it. So as we can see, plugin reads all the settings and recreates it in HTML email. It works perfectly even in dark mode. So let's go to testing tool and see how it works in real inboxes. To export this from Figma, you can simply click on export section, click download HTML or copy in HTML. In our case, we're going to copy code. Let's check how it works in Outlook. It looks better than expected. On iPhone, as we can see that we can make a text a little smaller, and the same thing for the text, and dark mode works too. So this is how it works. With Markup plugin you can create even complex emails in Figma. So if you have some interesting emails to design, please let me know in the comment.